Mika Delacroix stood on the creaking wooden pier of Darnell Harbor, the salt-laden wind tousling his hair as he scanned the weather-beaten buildings. The town had a somber stillness about it, as though it was holding its breath in anticipation. Mika had seen it many times before. Behind the quaint facades of coastal towns like these lay secrets woven into their very history. He was here at the behest of the eccentric recluse, Elroy Walcott, a recently retired businessman whose prominent family had been entwined in Darnell Harbor's tapestry for generations. Elroy's niece, Winona, had vanished under mysterious circumstances 15 years ago. Despite local speculation and half-hearted investigations, her disappearance remained unsolved, casting a haunting shadow over the Walcott name. Drawn by both professional curiosity and personal intrigue, Mika accepted Elroy Walcott's invitation to uncover the truth that eluded Darnell Harbor for so long. In exchange for his investigative prowess, Elroy had promised Mika unrestricted access to the Valesco archives, a gold mine of information on corporate malfeasance that could serve Mika well in his journalistic endeavors. The directions Elroy provided led Mika through cobbled streets to the grand, yet weather-worn Walcott Manor perched on the hill. Past decades of salt and sea had left their mark on the structure, its once vibrant paint now a muted echo of its former glory. Elroy met Mika at the grand entryway, his eyes sharp with determination, yet burdened by the weight of unresolved mystery. "Winona was more than just family to me," he began, his voice grave. "She was the heart of this place, and she didn't just disappear. There are truths here, buried beneath generations of whispers." Mika took a deep breath, feeling the gravity of the task at hand seep into his bones. Together, they combed through the old family records, diaries, letters, and event logs, piecing together snippets of Winona's life. The further they delved, the clearer it became that the town's comfortable facade masked a tangled web of intrigue and long-held grudges. Stories of Winona's fierce independence and fearless spirit emerged. She was last seen wandering the old shipyard, an area now neglected and overrun with shadows. Mika's focus zeroed in on this location, a part of Darnell Harbor that many avoided after sundown. Elroy urged caution, but Mika, driven by the chance to finally bring answers to light, ventured there alone. As the tide rolled in, Mika carefully stepped over rusted rails and decaying hulks of forgotten boats. He reached the derelict warehouse, its broken shutters rattling in the evening breeze. Inside, dust hung like a veil, obscuring shapes and whispers of the past. There, amid the abandoned remnants of industry and ambition, Mika stumbled upon a weathered notebook. As Mika opened the notebook, he discovered pages filled with sketches and notes in a handwriting that had to be Winona's. The entries were dated and spanned months leading up to her disappearance. Each page revealed fragments of her thoughts, observations about clandestine meetings she had witnessed at the shipyard, cryptic diagrams of some kind of covert operation, and the names of several town figures Mika recognized from Elroy's accounts. Piecing it together, Mika realized Winona had been tailing what appeared to be a smuggling ring operating under the guise of a seafood export business, exploiting Darnell Harbor's aging infrastructure. Her notes were both inquisitive and accusatory, showcasing her determination to expose the truth. Mika's mind raced with questions. Why had no one come forward? Who had silenced her voice? The answers seemed to lurk dangerously close now, almost tangible within Darnell Harbor's fog-laden air. He knew he needed to confront these secrets head-on. Returning to the manor, Mika shared his findings with Elroy, whose eyes swelled with both admiration for Winona's bravery and the pain of understanding the risk she had taken. Elroy immediately set to work, using his connections and the details from Winona's notebook, while Mika reached out to authorities from the mainland, eager for a scoop on corruption in the maritime industry. The investigation quickly gained momentum, leading to a series of arrests within Darnell Harbor. Those implicated included several prominent local businessmen and former city officials. As the network was dismantled, pieces of the story fell into place. Winona, upon discovering their plot, had been coerced into silence, though not before she ensured her notes would survive her. With the truth finally uncovered and dismantled before the eyes of the world, Darnell Harbor shed the shadow that had clung to it for years. The town, once complicit in its silence, began to heal. Forged by tragedy, yet driven by resilience, Elroy found solace knowing Winona's legacy had sparked a change that reached far beyond the confines of their harborside town. As for Mika, he had not only a career-defining story, but also a deepened understanding of justice and the courage it demands. Standing once more on the pier, he reflected on Winona's indomitable spirit. Her story, interwoven with the tides, would forever inspire the reckless pursuit of truth in a world often cloaked in shadows.